Reverend Pat was jamming, y'all. Let me tell
She's
you.
like getting it. Yes.
Reverend Pat was back there getting it.
Honey, getting it. It's so good.
It is absolutely. It is the best theme song.
Angela, I don't even know if we can change it now because
I was getting ready to say, girl, it's stuck for life with us. Because
If
it
you
is something about it. It just makes you feel good. Like, oh,
I'm
if you're
telling
not
you, that
woke,
last little part right there,
yeah, wait,
that part right there.
it makes
It's a
you
wake
feel like,
up, wake up. Yes,
yeah,
I'm here today.
it's like that little pause is like, wait a minute, we not through. We about to come on.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, you're not done yet. You just getting started. Good morning, Tina. We are super excited, honey, to be here this morning with Reverend Pat again, because this week, y'all, we have chosen to break down Tyler Perry's new show. And I don't know if this is not the newest, because he's done some other stuff since then, right? It's the divorce show, which I have the Divorce Wives. I haven't seen that yet.
Divorce Sister. You have to see it, girl.
You got to see it.
I think it's better than the original Sisters. What do you think, Reverend Pat?
It is.
Because now Sisters is out, and I'm like, come on, Divorce. Like, y'all, come on, let's move on. Let's
What you say? Hurry up.
Yes, hurry up. So
we had Sisters, somebody for a whole 10 years. We through with it. I never seen nobody it that long.
The pregnancy took forever, and now Deval is going crazy. The Karen going crazy. Oh, come on, move on.
Good morning, Miss Phillips.
I'm over it.
Everybody needs to just regroup. Look, regroup, and move on.
With a whole new storyline. Like this, they need a new.
Look, the Divorce Wives and Beauty and Black getting it.
Yes. And then you over here, that's why you gotta keep yourself fresh.
We gotta do Sisters. Things not to do while single. That's what we gotta break down Sisters. Things not to do while single.
Yes. And the first one is not valuing who you are, not understanding who you are. Don't try to go date another Negro without loving who you are. Period.
Point blank. And listen, when you see red flags, stop trying to sugarcoat and make them look pink and make them look like they pale yellow or make them look a whole different color. You know it's red. You know red when you see red.
If your body don't start tingling only when you're in the bedroom, run. That means if nothing makes you excited about the person except for when y'all in the bedroom.
No, and please, oh God, I know we're gonna talk about Beauty and Black, but where did we come from with I cheated and now I'm carrying both men's baby?
Both men.
What?
2 men.
Where do they do that at?
2 men. Look, StreamYard even said some
A
foolery.
baby for each man? Are you serious? Y'all, come on now. Mm-mm.
You get him, baby. You get him, baby. You get him, baby.
Look, hey, I couldn't decide, so I gave both of y'all one.
Everybody get him.
I'm
Good
giving you
morning,
one.
Phyllis. Good morning, Patricia. Good
Miss
morning,
Phyllis.
YouTube. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, everybody. Today is a good day. Today
Yes, it
is
is.
the day that the Lord has made, and we must rejoice and be glad in it. One thing I love about God, He loves for us to have a good time. He loves
Yes,
for us to
Exactly.
laugh,
yes,
enjoy each other, and have just a good morning. Behind stage, Reverend Pat prayed about friendships and how we have just came and connected. Yo, that's something to be proud of, that
yes.
you can
Yes,
meet
yes.
people virtually
Uh-huh.
and they become one of your closest friends.
Yes,
Like that's when you know you're matured. You're a grown woman now, and you can see God is showing you who to be around and who to walk away. When He connecting you with virtual, now you know that ain't nobody but God.
There ain't nobody but God.
nobody but God. Because I'm
Look,
telling you, I had not ever, I don't, I didn't know Reverend Pat when we connected. I don't know anybody who was connected to Reverend Pat. So it wasn't like, oh, I know, you know how, like I might say, oh, I know you Sparkle and I know Cameo through you. I
Yeah,
didn't know somebody who knew Reverend Pat. It just,
yeah.
she happened to be on, I did a virtual empowerment series. She happened to be on there. I don't know how she knew about it, who invited her on it. None of that. I just knew. And from there, we have been connected since what, Reverend Pat, 2020? I think it was
2020.
2020 when I did that.
Look, Sparkle, I done the whole thing till 12 o'clock. I was like, I ain't going nowhere. She gonna be on till 12. I'm
Baby,
hanging.
we were on from 12 noon to 12
Yeah.
midnight. We did a empowerment, and she
Mm-mm.
was there.
You know who was not on that one.
I
You
know,
know
yeah,
who was not.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Good morning, Cynthia Lewis. Hey, you got to know who. Yes, I knew for sure who wasn't gonna be there all the
Yes,
time.
I support my girl fully, but she don't even make a conversation to me about that.
Yeah, no.
Sparkle, one of those friends that friend where you know certain things. I can invite her to certain things I know she ain't gonna do. So I'm not gonna even make her lie. I ain't gonna make you lie and say you gonna be there. I have to give a disclaimer. Y'all don't know who I am. I am Rev Pat, and yes, I love Ratchet TV from Hilton.
Hey, what's that? It is. That's it. Look,
Period.
that's all.
Period. Full. I love Ratchet TV. I love Ratchet TV
You
because
love Reggie
me.
TV.
It
Hey,
helps me to
Courtney.
understand.
Hi.
Courtney, it helps me to understand how crazy people are. Because you watch Ratchet TV and you just be going, do people really do this? Do
Yes.
people really sign up for the prisoner? Uh, what is it,
For
10
that
channel?
prison wife, the marriage after lock up.
Love after
Okay,
lock
yeah,
up.
that's another one we can do. The lock
Love,
up.
girl. Ooh, can we please do that, Angela? Can we please do love after lock up?
Cause that lock
love,
up, boy.
love during, love after, love before, love after. Can we talk about
Yeah. Look,
getting folks out
I'm
of
not
prison and giving them a
wanting to
ring
break
the
out.
first day? What are you talking about? Can we please talk about we fell in love over the, we fell in love while he was in prison.
In
We fell in love.
prison. I ain't
Joker
never
been in
seen
prison for
him.
20
The
some
only
years. And he,
You never heard of that show, Cynthia? Look like we got some catching up to do.
Yeah,
it's
I
in
haven't
okay,
it either.
see
Courtney,
Reverend Pat, we together. That good
I
old
was getting ready
Ratchet
to say,
TV.
y'all are sisters for real in the shows. Y'all watch the same stuff, child.
Because I love some. I thank God I have zero drama in my life. So I like watching somebody else's. Because
Courtney,
my life over here is lovely. It's peaceful. I don't have no drama. Like, I just get to watch it. Like, oh,
Courtney,
baby. Oh, come here. Let me give you a hug.
you need a mama. Courtney, I'm gonna tell you, you have to look at these things from a spiritual perspective because
Right.
you know, I tell you, you're Christian, why you watch that? You shouldn't take it Girl, let me tell you something. I can watch the entire season of Love After Lockup. Ain't nothing gonna make you wake up, sign up for
Won't that?
the path.
That's
Ain't
right.
nothing
Say
gonna
what we
make me
said, Reverend
start
Pat.
sending him my money. Ain't nothing gonna make me buy him a house and a car and a boat
I
and breed
mean,
him.
y'all, they be
Listen
buying
to it.
houses, cars,
Mm-mm.
a whole new
No.
That is
wardrobe.
so unbelievable to me. I just can't even
We
get
have
my
to
thoughts
go
together.
more than that. That's why we can talk about has godly women. We can talk about things like Beauty and Black, because that's not, my spirit is so full of him that I ain't gonna be Mary one day. I ain't gonna be Olivia one day. I'm not gonna do anything that I see. I'm so full of the Holy Ghost that if I try, he gonna snatch me back. Girl, what are you thinking about? So I mean,
You
it's a
already
balance.
together.
Yes.
But if we don't, Courtney, let me say this. Let me ask you this from your perspective, because you're a professional. If we close ourselves off to the real world, how are we able to relate to those that he will send to us? If I'm so self-righteous that I can't even relate
Mhm.
to what somebody possibly may be going through, because it's real folk. Folk do this. Folk have to live
Right.
these lives.
Right.
How
And it's a mind, and it's a mindset. Like a lot of people do think like that. They think that if you're in the church or you consider Christian, it's certain stuff you shouldn't watch. And I like ratchet TV too. But to me, that has absolutely nothing to do with my relationship with God.
baby?
The mindset, the renewing of your mind. If a TV show can make you go and do something you shouldn't be doing, or you know what I'm saying, like, so
Baby,
it's
You
y'all,
really
need
a
some more.
mindset.
You need a whole lot more
you
than
need a
just.
whole lot
Right.
more. Something. You need to
You
go
need
watch
to lay
Layla.
prostrate on the altar, baby, and ask the
Yes,
Holy Spirit for some help.
yes,
Look,
yes,
it was
Look,
like I fight like this, laying down on the ground. This is how I
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, yeah.
look, my
right.
That's what.
husband walks, Mark Anthony walks in the room and he goes, what is that you watching? Look, he don't like For My Man. But those are stories that really truly happen.
Right.
For my man. Women going out and killing folk for their men and robbing for their men. Okay, Fatal Attraction. That's these real stories pulled out the headlines that we don't hear about. And we're
Right.
sitting there, is that for real? Yeah, this actually did this. So, but I love him so much that I'll turn it off and put it on my iPad while he's downstairs.
That's my mom's favorite show, Fatal Attraction. She
I'm
was sick.
still gonna watch me some Fatal Attraction. Period.
That
But
she
today
gonna
we're gonna
watch
talk
that.
about Beauty and Black. Come on.
Okay.
I
Today we're
know,
gonna
right?
do
Beauty
Tina,
and
Beauty
Black.
14
and Black.
minutes in already. Come on, Sparkle, bring it back. Kick it off from yesterday.
Beauty and Black. We told you about the characters. Reverend Pat did some
Wait a
major
minute, wait a
homework.
minute. Tina said, now I believe in Snap. Now, Snap, baby, y'all better catch some
Snap,
shows.
crackle, and
Snap
pop,
is
baby.
real.
Snap,
See,
crackle, and
see, y'all,
Oh, Tina, it's Tina Pop. Tina should have said in the comments, but Snap,
because
baby.
I love me some Snap. Like
right.
Snap. Who?
Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning. I love you too, Kathy.
Yes. Okay.
All right, okay, come
But
on.
but look, that might be another one we could talk about. It's so many TV shows. Fall might be TV
The
shows.
fall lineup, so girl, fall make you want to come on back and sit down and get in the house early, girl, so you can watch all this stuff.
Whew, okay. Okay. Beauty and
Hey
Black.
y'all, do y'all know what we forgot yesterday? I kept wondering, how did Kimmy, how did he connect Kimmy with Beauty in Black, the company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday we were talking about how she ended up as a stripper. But no, do y'all remember that she applied for a scholarship to
She
Right.
get
did.
of the
The Beauty and
to
Black,
get
the company. She
to
did.
get out of the stripping?
Yep.
She
Right.
applied for a scholarship.
Right. Because her goal was to go back and save her sister.
Sister.
Yeah.
Was to go back and get her sister out of her mom's household because she didn't want her stepdad to do to her what he, had been doing to her.
Yep. She sure did.
So
So she was trying to get out.
did
God
Kimmy ever
answers
meet
prayers.
Mallory? Did Kimmy ever meet Mallory?
Well, they did. Did they?
I can't remember.
I want to
No, no, no,
because
no, no.
They did
You
not
talking
meet.
about the wife, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they never met.
No,
they
they
never
never
met.
met.
Mm-mm.
And I was trying to figure out, did she know that was
No,
his wife? No.
no,
Okay,
no.
that's what went click.
At that point, this was just a celebrity to her in her mind. This is just a big celebrity. But she did look up to her like, oh my gosh, she has this going
Right,
on for her life. It was a celebrity mindset. They had the scholarship, and she said, "Let me apply for the scholarship because she always never stripping was never in her. That
right,
was never she was never comfortable doing it. She just did what she had to do.
right.
So that takes us
Fast
back to
forward,
what Angela said yesterday. Nobody wakes up and wants to do this.
Right.
There are women in that in that lifestyle that's really truly trying to get out.
It really
mm-hmm.
is. When I was in school getting my bachelor's, one of the classes that I was in, we were required to study this. I can't remember if it was an article, but it was about this girl. It was a big thing. This girl that went to she stripped to get through school. Like she didn't have like no
People do
family
it
help
all the
or
time.
nothing. She was on her own, and so many people shunned against her because of that, and they was judging her because of that. But to her, it was she was doing what she had to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just like people going stealing. They stealing money, stealing cars, stealing. They really trying. Some people are really trying to provide. They out there
If
stealing,
you think of the
people
people
like,
who steal for Pampers and stuff like that for their baby because they
yes,
just don't have it.
Right.
And
yes.
we
I said
got a
if I
new
ever
spirit.
got to a point, we gonna pull up at Walmart, me and my child, we're gonna set us a table out and we're gonna eat our food right there at Walmart because they're gonna know, no, she ain't in here just stealing. They over there hungry. So we gonna lay out at Walmart. I never left the store. I never left.
So for those
You're
that
not
haven't watched,
considered stealing until you mark that you leave that line. I didn't leave.
Right.
Exactly. So
so
listen,
for
really
everybody
we
that
did an
didn't watch,
in-depth breakdown. And
yeah,
so
let's
go ahead.
let's catch up because let's do season 1 because some people didn't watch it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it starts with Kimmy in the strip club, Mallory giving the big, huge Beauty in Black event where she's going to give the scholarship away. Kimmy has applied for the scholarship. So we're introduced to the power. This is what he's playing at. Power on one side and Kimmy's world on the other side. And how differently their worlds are. Or so we think, because we're going to find out later that they nuts. So that's where we are. And then we move on. The second episode was A Dance with Daddy. And that's where Rain tries to get the BBL. It goes badly.
Oh Lord.
Jules threatens Kimmy and tells Kimmy not to help Rain. What do you do when faced with that situation? Do you help her and risk your life? Or do you stand what you need to do for your friend? Well, Kimmy chose her friend Rain. She chose Rain. She besides him. So the theme in that one was loyalty, the risk that comes in helping others, and how experts control the world. Because at the same time this is happening, Mallory has the accident and kills Norman's wife, but it gets covered up.
Yep.
Her lawyer trying to make sure nobody finds out that it's her. Now, what the crazy part about that, y'all, is the only reason you would be on the road to that on that road that night, right? Because they keep saying that that's the only thing on this road is their home.
Is that from family homes?
So Norman knows that this has to be somebody
On this.
within the family.
So the first
So
one he says that is the son, the youngest son. What's his name? The
youngest son.
okay. Yes.
Charles.
He he's like, it had to be him because he always come home at all times of night.
Lit.
Yeah, and he's always lit,
He
no
be on
matter
there.
what. So that's the first person he thinks because it makes logical sense.
It makes logical sense. So then
But
episode
why
3,
was she out there running at night like that? Like, but because it's a private road.
it's
It
a
makes
private
sense.
road.
It's a private road, so you can do whatever. Yeah,
Right.
it
Hey,
makes sense.
I
Yeah.
lived in Katy, Texas. I didn't know folk went walking their dogs at 10, 11 o'clock at night. That's not the way I was raised. But when we first went out there, I'm like, look at these crazy young ALP here walking their dogs 30, 11 o'clock at night, just tooling along. Like now that I've been in the for 18 years, it's nothing for me to see that. So it's a private road. This is what I do. And she's just jogging. So that's episode number 3. Now, episode number 4, this is when Amy has to deal with the consequences of helping Rain. And now the family is at odds. The Bellary family is at odds. Norma wants to know who messed with, who killed my wife, period. Full stop. I don't care. So in that episode,
That's kind of
they
husband
had
I want.
Baby,
consequences.
Norman is crazy.
Yeah, I want my
Norman
husband
is
to
on next
flip
level.
out. Who killed my wife?
Norman
So,
is like,
Courtney,
oh,
you're the
girl,
expert.
that woman.
If in one scene, in one episode, we're talking about consequences, family pressure, and secrets, how do you deal with that? How would you talk somebody come show up at your office and say, well, I got to tell you something. My wife killed my uncle's wife. My wife killed my uncle's wife, but we had enough money to cover it up, so nobody's going to know. And then you have Kimmy, somebody without any money, and she's being
Right.
paid. She's paying the consequences for helping someone.
Right.
She don't have the money to go cover it up. She don't have the money to really help Rain.
Now, when you're in, unless you're in it, I feel like it's kind of hard to say. Like you can say what you think you would do, because me being who I am, I would encourage you to tell the truth. I would encourage you to tell the truth.
Girl,
You know,
I ain't living that life. This is
yeah, but I really would like encourage you to tell the truth. But I don't know.
you getting
Like, if
kicked
it was
out.
me, like I was in Kimmy's position, I
You getting
probably would
kicked
want
out.
somebody to cover it up.
You get kicked out. Automatic.
Yes, Regina.
But isn't powerful how he shows us what happens when you have power and money, and what happens
Right.
because he's talking about consequences, and and the theme of that so is consequences. Who pays and who doesn't. For Kimmy, who's doing the right thing by helping her friend, the consequences are that Jules beats the crap out of her, has her hunted down, so forth and so on. Here we have Mallory, the family with money, and she gets Jules to cover up a murder.
Right.
But you know what, Reverend Pat? It makes you think. You know how they say people who are on Kimmy's side think, if I just had the money to do what I needed to do, my life would be so much better.
Yep.
People who have the money, you know what Biggest Mom said, more money, more problems.
Right.
You know, you have to be mindful. The Bible even said, "What the love of money is the root of all evil." When you get on the side where you have a lot of money, and then you start wanting more because it equates to more power, and then it makes you feel like you can get away with whatever it is that you do, and you never have to face consequences because you can always buy your way out.
Right.
It also makes you.
What we living in that? Don't we have somebody that said I can walk down Main Street or whatever street and shoot unalive somebody and nothing's gonna happen to me? Don't we see that going on? We're living in a time where it seems as if the people with the power and the money are getting away with anything and everything while we out
The
here trying
rules
to
don't
do
apply.
anything.
You know, in
And girl,
realistic life, the
it's
rules are
really
not applying. You know what I'm saying? You go through life and you think we have the law. Well, they give you the premise that you got to follow the law because there are consequences when you don't, unless you have money. Then you buy yourself up out of whatever law breaking situation you get into.
Right.
they have money because don't nobody know that Mallory killed Norman's wife. Absolutely
Right.
no.
Look, not yet anyway. Look, it is
Yeah,
being held because
not yet.
what did Jewel say? I got some on everybody. Trust and
Everybody.
believe.
Right.
Talk about somebody you trust. Well, they don't really trust them, but that's somebody you trust. You can let them into your space. You think you for whatever reason, but you find out push come to shove. If I gotta protect me, I'm spilling the beans on everybody because that's basically what he said.
But think about this. I know we started on one, but it's funny to me how Mallory and Roy and all of them trust Jules to keep them covered. But Charles is the one who was in some stuff. He went to him and he said, "Can I trust you?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, "Nah."
Mm-mm.
And he went on. Do you know what I'm saying? He would
Yep.
be the one that you would think it would be the opposite, that Mallory and them wouldn't
Ex-
trust him to cover them.
Yep.
Charles thought, should I trust him? And knew, no.
Mm-mm. I can't trust you.
Yeah,
But look
Charles
at
saw
Charles'
that.
lifestyle. Look how people, perceive him because
But
of his
people think
lifestyle.
because his lifestyle that he would do it.
And
Yep.
it's crazy how they think they fooling the fool and they really fooling themselves.
Yep. Because
That's
the
the thing
people
for me.
they
So
think.
it's like chess. We playing chess, baby.
Yes.
We playing chess, not checkers.
Yes.
So it's everybody got their own vendetta. Everybody moving a certain type of way towards the other one, and they don't know it. They thinking they all on one side, but technically they ain't. Everybody got their own chess move.
Everybody in they own everybody protecting themselves. Everybody is about themselves. This
Okay,
shows the truth.
okay, so in the next episode after that, we meet Olivia. And Miss Olivia is very upfront about who she is. She ain't pulling no punches. I
At
don't
all.
like none of you.
Hold on, which one is Olivia?
That's the mama.
Olivia is the mama. Olivia
It's the
is
mama
Roy
of
and Charles' mom. And
Oh,
then we
That's
got
okay,
Eddie
okay.
Morgan with the dimples.
With the dimples, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I
yeah,
like her.
Debbie Morgan. So when Norman starts threatening her sons, homegirl went to mama mode. Like,
Yep.
excuse me, you ain't gonna
What you
do
not
nothing.
gonna do?
What
You're
you
not
not
gonna
doing.
do is
Right.
went to my children, period. And went to the hospital and lets this man know straight up, I got you. Like Courtney said, you playing chess, I'm playing checkers. Now,
Right.
what we gonna do? Now, those two, Norman and Olivia, know each other so well. If you watch how they interact, they both
Mm-hmm.
they respect one another because they know the depths
Because they both.
Because
each
they both
other.
have the same spirit. They both would do the exact same thing. They
Right.
both look, eat at your table today and blow you up before they get out the
Right.
door. They both have the same mentality
And guess what they don't care? Don't give a
at all.
dirt about
Right.
nobody.
They like
At all.
they type like they enemies. It's kind of like they enemies of each other, but they'll come together to fight a bigger enemy.
To
Yep.
fight, there you,
Yes.
ooh, that's good.
Yes.
Good. They enemies, but they'll come together to
To
fight
fight against.
That's
bigger.
real life. That's real life stuff there.
That's real
It
life.
is.
Yeah, I done seen it.
Be careful who you align with. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You think that that's your enemy or this is going on or whatever, but people will come together to take you down.
Mm-hmm.
Take you out. They ain't just taking you down. They come to take you out. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the devil, when he gets that mind, people are coming to kill, steal, and
And
destroy,
destroy.
and they don't care, and that's where they're at in their mindset. I will
Look,
kill you dead.
they gonna recruit his little imps because he got his little imps. All them folk on your job that you thought like you bring cake and donuts and all of that,
Right.
baby.
Good morning.
Baby,
You all
You
happy. They like, girl, I'm sick of her. And they good morning and them
get
cupcakes.
you get that head
sick
imp
of
getting
it. If she
Sick of
walk
it.
in here again talking about Happy Winning Wednesday,
Right.
I
And then they
gotta have
listen to you like,
Winning Wednesday for
you,
her.
and then they turn around like, girl, I'm so sick of her.
Right. Right.
so that's how Olivia and Norman move. Like I
Hey,
love how
Regina says, stay alert. Keep your mind locked and loaded. You got to know that everybody is not for you. Even if they're
Every
smiling, what they say, they smile in your face all the while they want to take
And
your
take your
place.
place.
yeah,
That
and then
Exactly.
you sitting over there telling them all your pouring
everybody.
your whole heart out to them, and they sitting up there scheming on you of
Mm-hmm.
how to come back and
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 use
make your
every
life
single
even
thing.
worse. Like they plotting. They know your every step. They know what you gonna do next and how you gonna do next. And then
That's why they say move in silence. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We have so much diarrhea of the mouth. You want to tell everybody everything that's going on. You want to run something by everybody. Sometimes, Virginia said, look, I peep game quick. You got to be mindful of talking all the time about everything. That's why I said go to God in prayer.
And
Olivia,
I have been that girl. I have been that girl. I have been that woman. Like, just having such a friendly, carefree spirit and feeling like everybody's supposed to like me, everybody love me, everybody got the same heart as me. And it came back for me. Like it came back for me.
You need to
So it's
close
like
your mouth.
going through the experiences that I've experienced. Oh my God.
yeah,
And it has
stop giving
caused
people
me
an
to move
open book,
Tina
differently.
said, I
please.
used to be
Mm-hmm.
her. Farika said, close your mouth. This is the reality.
Yes.
Sometimes y'all know how people say, you can be talking about your man to
Mm-hmm.
somebody and crying and saying this, that, and the other, whatever. And they say, okay, well, let me go talk to him. Before you know it, they laid up together having a whole relationship
Having
because
a whole
you
you over
opened the
there
door.
talking about how good he
and
is. So
look,
she like,
and
oh wait, I'm finna figure out. If
ooh,
y'all
and I'm
don't
gonna
watch,
tell
I don't know if y'all
you,
watch Country Wayne skits, but Country
and
Wayne skits
you,
about that kind of stuff right there.
I'm telling y'all right now, you pull that on me, and y'all will be watching me on Love After Lockup.
We'll be watching you on Snap. I don't
No,
care about
Love
that.
After Lockup. No, not Snap. Love After Lockup.
Yes,
But
Frederica.
She gonna be on
Because you
both.
know what? Because the
She gonna be
reality,
on both because first she gonna be on Snap.
thank you. And then love out the lockup.
look,
Because
but
the
going back to
reality is sometimes you are so, you have a pure spirit. You see people who really just think that, and Farika said it was a very, very long time ago. She
She
was
said,
like,
"Let me
we had to get
clarify
up to
this.
here.
Let me
Now,
Mm-hmm.
clarify this.
don't play in my face today.
I
You
don't need rehab. I've been
played
through
in my
rehab.
face
Look,
in 1994. Don't play in my face today.
Right, right. I'm at the point now where I'm gonna let you think you playing with me. I'm gonna let you think you
exactly.
playing with me. I ain't gonna tell you nothing different,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna
I
let you
love
think
that
Because
you
God
you
playing with
already
me.
stay
showed me your
elevated.
next move, girl. God
look,
already showed me who you are.
in,
Mm-hmm.
in prior to Jesus, I wasn't Olivia. Not to that extent. But baby, I'll let you think you winning. But I'm the one to walk into that hospital room and look you dead in your face and tell you this ends here. That because she kept it to herself. Nobody even knows she approached Norman. Didn't come
Olivia
down
doesn't announce anything. She is
and
strategically looking like this is what's getting ready to go down. Olivia
Look,
down,
told that little boy, get in the bag.
yep,
get in the
get it
bag.
back.
Get in the
Get in the
bag.
bag. Olivia's so cold. This woman, what you who sleeps with a pistol in the bed? What are you doing? You
Olivia
coming?
said, get in
I'm
the
ready.
bag.
When she did that, I was like,
Girl,
oh
totally felt like,
my,
oh,
I'm done.
she on a
I'm
different
getting
level.
in the bag. Like you already know. Don't act like you don't act like you waking up tomorrow.
Exactly,
This
Tina.
is good, Tina. Tina said, I play games, but the point is I play. You got to know your opponent,
Yep.
which
And
is
a
why
little
Kimmy is so
Yeah,
powerful
yeah,
because you
yeah.
can't go in underestimating anything or anybody. Really and
and
truly.
Olivia knows Norman. But guess what? Olivia knows Norman. Norman knows how Olivia moves.
Mm-hmm.
What they're shocked about is how Horace is moving.
Yep.
Oh, they weren't ready.
They weren't
Because
ready.
Because he was
Horace
the
said,
one
I'll
that
hold on to
sat
this
back.
information.
He
Uh-huh.
sat back and just sat back and didn't tell the world how he moved. That was that for real move in silence. Nobody knows what he's doing or how he's moving, where
And
he goes, what he doing. Nobody knows him.
He
Because
don't say
he
a
moves in
whole
check
lot.
this out.
He don't
Guess
say
what
a whole lot.
he ain't
No,
saying a
he doesn't.
whole lot, but guess what he did say? He told Kimmy, how did you know about the LLCs? I've been knowing that.
I've
But
been knowing.
timing is
but
everything.
Time is
That's one of the
everything.
things that we gotta learn as people. Just because you know it don't mean you gotta give it to them right then.
you
Sometimes
don't
you need
give
to
it to
hold
him
up.
right now.
Sometimes you can't reveal the whole deck. What they say, you know what I'm saying? Like Regina said, shut your mouth.
When you
Sometimes
Look,
you
playing
need to,
spades,
you
spade
can't
look,
give
players,
everybody.
when you are playing spades, when you
look.
are
That's what
playing
got
the
Joseph in
spades
trouble.
game,
That's what got Joseph in trouble. Stop telling everybody what God
you
Look,
you
told you.
hold
I got
your good
6 books.
you
You done
you
gave all
hold
the
that
books.
joker until it's time to play that joker.
Yeah,
Nobody's
they
supposed
play.
to know you have it until you cover.
Yep.
No,
They
they
like,
play.
where the joker
And I'm
at?
not gonna lie, I'm still learning that. I've learned it, but like I'm still learning it. Like, but I've gotten better. But it just been certain. I've become so self aware till you don't have to call me out on it because I see it, so I'm calling myself out on it. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
I say, okay, well, you saw how you move now. I need you to watch that now. You don't need to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So I call myself out on it because that's just how self aware I've become. You know,
Yeah.
compared to
You put
the 5 years ago, it would have been totally different. But like now, it's like okay, I caught that. Let me watch that. Let me work on that.
Because
And it
people
reminds me where I
kindness
still
for
need to
weakness.
work at. Yeah,
yep.
People will take your kindness for weakness. They'll
they
take you
do.
not saying anything for
They
thinking
do.
that you're stupid and dumb. The
Yep.
Right,
fact of the matter is, sometimes you let people think what they want. Stop trying to prove
Let
your
them.
point all the
right,
time. You don't have to prove your point all the time. Sometimes it's
I
better
have
to
zero to
be
prove to
quiet.
you.
Yeah.
right.
I have
Listen.
zero to prove to you. When it's time to, again, just like he said, timing, he knew what was going on. He knew that
Uh-huh.
they had the LLC, but what he was doing was waiting for the timing so that it would
To
play for his
leverage it.
good, so that
Yes,
it'll come out. He was like, because I'm gonna have them so caught up, and their interest rates are gonna be so high. Make
exactly.
people have interest rates so high that they can't even pay their
Right.
interest.
Right. And I'm not gonna lie. What I love about Horace, he takes accountability.
Oh, he does,
He's self-aware,
Uh-huh.
he loyal,
Uh-huh.
he stand on the business. So whatever
and
he
has a
tell
heart
you
of
he gonna do
gold.
and what he's about, he's gonna stand on that in life and he gonna go in for the people that he care about or for the people that he feel like is for him. He gonna go nothing but in for them. And sad to say, he couldn't even get that
um,
from his own flesh and blood. He couldn't even get that from his own family.
But y'all
You know,
know what's the crazy thing about it is he said when they talked about the LLC part, because he said, I don't know how much time I got, so I got to give you all I need to give you, right, to help
right,
you
right,
to
right.
to get over on everybody else, right? But he said when she started talking about the LLCs, he said, okay, I knew that, but how did you know that? Because I underestimated you. So
Yeah,
sometimes
he
people will
did.
use you to accomplish an end without really knowing. They underestimate you. They put you in position thinking that they can pull the strings and they can, make sure they handle you. But
When you the underdog, they the big dog. You know what I'm
Yeah,
yeah,
saying?
that's
You the
what
yeah,
they
underdog,
think.
but stop playing with them
That's what
underdogs
they
now.
think.
and that's the
but
part right
really,
there. People will
but really,
underestimate you.
I don't think he said to her because he really underestimated her. I think he said that to her because he already knew she had that in her. She didn't know she had that in her. He said
Mm,
that from a place of pride, like I knew when I picked you to do this, I knew what was going to happen, because this girl never ever mentioned she used to work for
A financial
She
institution.
let
Yep.
See,
everybody think
and yes,
the
I
only
think
job
you
she
knew
ever had
exactly
was.
that Kimmy was the person, but I think that sometimes people underestimate your ability to rise. You know what I'm saying? You know how
Oh, I see
somebody
what you're
say,
saying. Well, all of
say it
us
again,
sitting right here, all of us sitting right here, right now. Somebody underestimated us.
Oh,
Somebody.
and
Let me
you do.
Regina,
And they
let
still
me
I love
do.
you
say
in the
this.
house.
Let me say
Right.
this, baby. People will recognize you by your wounds. People will recognize you by your
Yep.
wounds. So they only see Kimmy as the stripper, as the girl that need the money, as the girl that I'm abusing, that I'm treating in any kind of way. They don't really see behind the scenes what's really on the inside of her. It took Horace to come along to bring that out.
Yeah.
Because even in the meeting at the table, all of them was sitting there like
Baby.
Mouth, like, you know, ones that close your mouth. Because Kimmy didn't come in there how they thought she would. But
they
the
thought
thing
she
what
was
I said, I
a
also said,
dumb.
well, Kimmy exceeded his wildest dreams. He knew Kimmy
Right.
was going to come in and do what she needed to do, but she exceeded that because she had access to some information he had no idea about. She said, I
But
called my folks and they gave me, they went in and found out all the secrets.
Look, like I said last week, those who are last will one day be first.
Yes.
Stop
so
playing.
look, that's a lesson for us. Stop looking at those that we think have power and measure
Yes.
our value and our worth to theirs, because we're
Yeah.
looking at a whole dysfunctional family that has
Mhm.
everything that they need. They could be giving money to the homeless. You got Olivia playing with church and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
What
Playing with the church.
But we think we see is just what people want us to see. It's the same with me. It's the same with Sparkle. It's the same with Courtney and Angie. You're only going to see what
What
I
I
want you
allow. What
Right,
until
I allow you to see, baby.
until
right.
Only what I'm allow you.
And they think the
I'm
money,
gonna
they
get.
think the money in the success, the money in the success is the power, but it's not. The
It's
power
not.
is on the inside. Because if y'all ever lose that money or that success, who are you?
But
Look,
honestly, they already in so much debt. They have lawsuits on lawsuits.
That's true.
They have like the money is not for right now. Right now, people might have the money, but you have all this stuff against you that suddenly you can have nothing.
Right.
but
And do y'all
but
know that even in life, when you hear about people who have all this money and they commit
Mhm.
suicide, or something happens, that's to let you know that just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean that you don't have any problems. Doesn't mean your life is spectacular and amazing. I was just looking at this guy before we got on. That's a great stylist. And he was saying that, I was trying to find happiness in my career and I was in front of the camera smiling, but inside I was dying inside. I was losing
Dying.
myself. But you're getting the recognition, you're being celebrated. People are saying you're at the top of your game. You don't know what people go through who aren't secure in who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to be a bad girl whether I have money or not. I'm going to be
I'm
somebody
be
who's going
all
to make
that.
it whether I have something or not. You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
all
And
that
that's
plus
how I
some.
carry
Single or
myself.
look,
Yeah.
married or single, rich or poor, whatever. As long as I know God
Still
got
her.
me, I'm gonna
Always been her.
always be her.
Gonna
You know what I'm
forever
saying?
be
And you
her.
gotta know
Yeah.
that for yourself. I'm always gonna be her. It doesn't matter whether or
That's right.
not you for me or against me, because if God is for me, it doesn't matter who else is out
Yeah,
there.
who can be
because
against me?
what you think of me, rather what status that is, how much money it is, or whatever it is, I have that has absolutely nothing to do with me. I
Yeah.
got who I am and who God says I am.
Yep.
Yeah.
I,
And the
I
bottom line
remember
is,
clearly when I was going through some stuff, my grandmama said, if you don't get that face together, if you don't get that face together, get that hair together, and get some clothes on your on your body. You better
Baby.
hold your. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care. You
on,
better
Grandma.
get yourself together
Get
now.
yourself
I'm a, when
together.
look, she was like, when I come back, you better be a new
Correct.
person sitting here.
Right.
Now
Like,
look,
You just see, that makes sense. That's why me and you. That's why, because I probably remind you. Look, because we're not
yeah,
doing
you
okay,
that.
do. You do.
We're
I
not
Because
was
doing that.
my grandmother didn't do that, letting you just be
Yeah,
like,
we're not doing that.
oh,
woe
We're
is
not
me.
doing that.
But you think about it, because Kimmy had not been exposed to that lifestyle,
yeah.
Kimmy
She
is
didn't have a
like,
grandmama.
you can look, yeah, you can do what you want to do, Jules, because guess what? I don't care.
About
Burn it
any
down.
of this.
About this
About
Tear
here.
it
any of
down.
this.
I don't care
None
about
of
none of
this.
And you
this.
know what?
I
Think
don't care
about
about
this
none of it. It's
also.
never been about the money. What she said, it's
Never been
never
about
been
the
about
money.
the money. So for those of us who are on we're being elevated.
Mm-hmm.
If something happens, guess what?
It
We're
don't
survivors.
change nothing.
We know how to
That's
deal with
why
things. We're survivors. Kimmy is a survivor. Take the money. I've been surviving without the money before. That's our mentality. Sure, if God blesses me with it, I'm gonna do right by it. But guess what? If it never comes,
I'm
I'm
still
still
gonna
gonna
be do
do
right
it.
by it.
Right.
I'm
And I,
still gonna
I
do it.
have complained about not having the money. And I've had so many people to like encourage me, and one of the things that they told me, and it stood with me, regardless of what your income says, regardless of what your financial status is, never act like you lack. Never speak like you lack. And that's the type of mindset that I wake up with. I don't wake up with a lack mindset. Of course, I'm human. So there are gonna be days where I'm like, okay, I gotta figure this out, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna pay this, but and you have to wait for God to give you the clarity on that, what that next move gonna be. But just to wake up every day and not be focused on that. When you walk in your purpose, you have to trust that the money is gonna come.
Yeah.
The money is going to come. And when you're going through a season of stagnation, you have to trust that it's something that God is doing within you. God is building you and molding you some kind of way. It's a reason that you're going through this, and it's supposed to build you, not allow you to, not allow it to tear you down or make you feel like
Not a
you're
scarcity
unworthy.
mindset. Courtney, when you wake up and you think about what has to be done, that's not thinking, that's not a scarcity mindset. What God wants us to understand is, see, we keep saying, I don't have the money. God wants us to understand, I'm not
I
worried about your bank account. I'm going to give you the resources.
Resources. Yep.
Resources and money, two different things.
Right.
Because Sparkle might be the resource. Sparkle might come in and have everything I need to get my business started. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Exactly.
that's the mindset that God, if you just stop thinking about the dollar and just trust me
what
to
you don't
provide
have.
the resources that you need, you're not going to have to worry about X, Y, and Z.
That's
See,
right.
Kimmy is from a place where she had to make do with what she had.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It wasn't the dollar bill. She just wanted to elevate in life. So her
Right.
purpose to get the coins, the purpose was to elevate so I can make somebody else's life better. That's
Right.
what we're going to do. Angela and marriage and melanin, that's to elevate all of us. It's
It's
not to
Right.
not
get
just one person.
not
Right.
just one person. So when your mindset is, when I elevate, I'm going to elevate others around me. Watch
It's called
God
the winner
give you,
circle.
watch
That
God
winner
give you
circle. When you
the
on a winning
resources.
circle.
Watch God give you the resources. So it's not, you don't have a scarcity mindset, Courtney. You just have the mindset of a single mom. You have a mindset of a businesswoman who's trying to make it day by day. And you're going to have some mornings where you're going to go, how the heck am I going to get that done? Well, those mornings, that's when you say, God,
God,
send the resources.
here you
Because I
go.
don't have it. It's on you. It's on you. And I guarantee you, He's going to take care of you. Are you sitting there? Are you still here? Kimmy is still here. Kimmy is doing everything that Kimmy ever thought or imagined she could do. See, God said, if you trust me, I
If
do
you trust
exceedingly
me.
and abundantly above all that you ask of me. Kimmy wasn't thinking she was gonna get no black card and $1 million in the bank
Right.
account.
I feel like that now. Like I feel like that now. You know, like you said, it's not even about the money, it's about the resources. So, you know, I haven't went without anything. And it's like I'm already living things I've only dreamed about. I've only prayed about. Like I'm already living those things. Like if you would have told me 5 years ago I'd be sitting up here on this video talking to y'all, I would have been like, oh no, I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, God is working and God been working. Is more so just trusting the process and knowing that it is coming.
See that, Angela? There you go. It worked in somebody else's life. She never imagined she would be sitting here. God did it through the. I said this and I'm not playing. Angela is a conduit that God uses to elevate other people. And he still keeps her humble.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because if you're a conduit, your power is never gonna dim. You're always gonna have power. The conduit is always going to be what the conduit is. I don't know who she pours into. Her power will never diminish. She'll still have the same ability to plug into Sparkle and elevate Sparkle, to plug into me. And so she's the conduit through which God uses to elevate others and keep her at this kilo, humble.
Right.
That's what we're think about. Kimmy is not trying to level up Kimmy. Kimmy's worried about Angel. Kimmy's worried about Rain.
It's
Kimmy's
like
worried
because you noticed she was gonna leave the house because she thought they killed Angel. So
Right.
y'all can have this stuff because what you not gonna do is mess with my people in my face. She said it. You ain't finna play in my face. You're not gonna play in my face. The girl,
You know how many people would have done that? They would have been like, "Well, shoot, good child. I'm
hey,
living in luxury.
we talking
I
about
got a
me
black
right now.
card. I
I'm gonna
can't be
be
worried about
selfish
anything."
right now, and then they
Exactly.
would say, "This
Rain
is me
like,
loving
you
me."
better calm down. Rain said, you better calm down. Go take your Valium or something. We leaving where?
I'm not gonna lie. I got a question mark behind Rain. I'm not gonna lie. That may be for another time though, but I got a question mark behind her.
Well, we're gonna have to do that with tomorrow because we gotta go today.
We gotta go today. Y'all, everybody that does morning devotional, I will see y'all at 12 noon. Come to the devotion at 12 noon, just like we did yesterday. Because man, he was on fire. And I gotta do a shout out before we go. I gotta shout out my daughter and my son-in-law because they know that hubby and I need a getaway. So tonight we are going to see the Temptations and the Four Tops.
Oh wow.
Baby and her husband blessed us with tickets. Baby.
Yes, wait a minute. And y'all know, let me tell you what Miss Fly was gonna do. She is getting ready to show out.
What's she doing right now?
She
is going to dance herself like never before. So we're gonna go and tell her, Reverend Pat, we will come back to Beauty in Black on Friday. We ain't even gonna try to do it on Thursday.
Let me tell you, I don't post a lot about hubby because he's not on Facebook and he's not into that. But baby, y'all gonna see some pictures.
Drop them.
I'm ready.
Go ahead and show out. But we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for staying on with us. This is just this week. We'll be back in order. We coming back in order because we believe in order. So thank you for sticking with us a little bit longer this week. But we will see you tomorrow. I believe God. Do you believe God? We believe God. Even in the Wretched TV, we still believe God. Have a blessed one.
Bye.